Hi, Dallas here with ProPhone, and in this video we are going to be going over the contacts area within the ProPhone CRM. So first things first, I want to let you guys know that the contacts area was originally designed to help business owners stay in touch with their current leads that they're working on to convert into clients. It also helps business owners stay in contact with those that they've worked with in the past. So now let's go ahead and dive into the functions and features of the actual contacts area. First things first, the select function. If you see the select box right here, you click on it, it'll select all the contacts in your CRM, okay? Or you can select individual by selecting the checkboxes by each contact. You can also get more in depth by clicking on the select button here. It'll open up a select contacts modal pop-up where you can also click select all. Selects all your contacts. Select range where you can select a specific range of contacts like 10 to 15 or whatever. Select amount, or it means you can select a certain amount of the contacts, like if I want the first 18, the first 20, stuff like that. And then you get visible, which allows you to select the visible contacts in the page that you're in. You can also edit the amount that you see in the table by going to the table configuration modal gear icon here. It will allow you to go to under the pagination settings, allow you to change how many that you see on that one page. Okay. You can also change it back by clicking that again or reset the default. Do the same thing. You can also reorganize your columns as well by just simply dragging and dropping. You can also hide columns as well. Let's reset that back to default. There we go. All right. Now let's talk about the functions that are available to you when you actually select contacts. Now, these are bulk functions. So in other words, if I select one, it'll work for that contact. If I select multiple, it'll work for all of the selected contacts, which is kind of cool. So let's just select these three right here. Under the actions drop down, we have add tags, send via webhook, update status, assign agent, assign the journey, export CSV, add to audience, and delete these selected contacts. Let's go ahead and go over the add tags option. So this will open up the tags that you have in the system. Keep in mind to add tags, agents, stuff like that, go to the settings area in your CRM and you can add agents here, tags here, businesses, lists, and your message templates. Okay. So let's go back to add tags. Let's assign Rutherford County, seller, and motivated to all three of these contacts. So click on assign tags, scroll over here. I will see that they've been added. I can click on in the tag section of the contacts table. I can click on any of these and it will open up a manage tags modal pop up and we can remove those selected tags. So if I want to just remove this one, I can. Go here. If I want to remove all of them, I can. Same thing. There we go. Go ahead and delete these. You can also go in here and you can assign tags, more tags to that specific contact. You can add a new tag directly to the settings area in the CRM that way, and it will automatically assign it as well. Now let's go back to the bulk functions again. Oh, my bad. Actions drop down. Let's talk about send via webhook. So this function allows you to send each individual contact to the endpoint trigger that you've created in your flow builder. So for example, here's what the flow builder looks like. Where's the video that goes over this as well. I want anytime this trigger receives data to run the automation that I have built, okay, with that contact data. Now, it sends each contact individual. So it doesn't just send a crap ton of data to this webhook. It sends it and queues it individually. That way you can trigger that flow for each individual contact. All right. You can also enable message and subject fields if, like, for example, your flow has email and you want the subject to be generated by you and messaged by you. That way you can kind of have it more dynamic set up. You can also add templates from that message area I was showing you earlier. The message templates. You can go ahead and create that here. Let's do that. Test subject, test message. And you can have that pre-populate into that field also. So if I click send via webhook, enable these fields, add, it'll automatically pre-populate that. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what that data looks like when it's received. So I'm going to click on this webhook. If you don't know how to use webhooks, if you see these video icons throughout the system, if you click on that, it'll go over those individual features themselves for the area that you're in. If you go to the settings area, you'll see the same thing under webhooks. Literally, it's under everything. It kind of helps explain everything. But I'm going to go ahead and send via webhook, and we'll see what this data looks like so I can show you. All right. It has received the data. Now, when you click trigger, it's only going to grab the first one that comes in, so it'll ignore the other ones that come in, especially when you're doing your mapping. If this was like published live, I was running this, then it would trigger this flow for each individual contact that comes through. The contact data does it like this. You can ignore that for now. We go over more in depth on this in the actual flow builder, but it did receive the data. All right. Now keep in mind, if you disable this feature, the subject field and email field will still, or the subject and message field will still be there. They'll just be blank. Okay. If you enable it, they'll have your content. All right. Next action drop down, update status. This is the bulk update status pop-up feature here where you can change all the statuses for the individual selected contacts. So if I click on ghost, it'll change everybody to ghost. Okay. Or I can go over here and click on the actual individual contact status, and I can change it manually there for that specific contact as well. All right. Now let's go back to the bulk here. Now, assign agent. This is going to be where, if you want to assign the agents that you've created in the settings area of your CRM for more organization, let's do that. It will assign the agents to those contacts that we had selected. Oh, my bad. Assign to journey. I have a video that goes over the journey section. You can see that right here. But the assign the journey is meant to help you with automated follow-up and rotational stages. So like stage 1 will be like 2 weeks from now, trigger this flow in the flow builder to run. Stage 2, a day from after that trigger, do this, or a week after that. And then at the end of that stage, it rotates back. Once again, I have a video that goes over the journey system in detail, but that's kind of what the journey system is. It's designed to help you with automated follow-up so you don't have to remember to follow up with everybody individually. Then we have, let's go ahead and assign those to journey so I can show you what that looks like. So we're going to assign it to the available journey I have here that I created. Click on this, and it will show those 3 contacts. Back to the contacts area. Now we're going to go over the export CSV. If you click on export CSV, it'll export the contacts you have selected. That one's pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and open that up. Okay, as you can see, it did export those contacts. Now let's go over the add to audience. The add to audience is designed so that way you can add the individual selected contacts that you have to a phone audience in the system that you're using for SMS automation or your dialer campaigns. So if I click on add to audience here, I'm going to select an audience in my phone system, add audience. Okay. Now all the webhooks and stuff, all the data that sends in the system is set up on a 250 millisecond queue. So that means each individual time it's sending a contact or whatever, it waits 250 milliseconds in between each one, which is for a second. That way to keep with data consistency so there's no issue with data loss and stuff like that. But we can see those 3 contacts that were added by going to the campaign area under audiences. Here's that test audience that I used. And you can see they are now there. Now I can use it in an SMS campaign or the phone dialer system. Then we have our bulk delete function here. So if I select, let's do one of these right here. Actions, I can do bulk. I'm just going to delete this one. Click delete selected. It'll give you delete confirmation. Click on that and it will delete that contact from the CRM. Okay. That is the actions available to you in the contacts area. Now we're going to go into the contacts detail area. Okay. Actually, let's go over this first. I want to go over the other little functions out here in the contacts table. So we have the appointment area. This appointment area and the appointment management modal is designed to rotate between the upcoming appointments. So if I added 3 appointments here, like let's say I had an inspection deadline, then appraisal, then financing, then a close date, whatever. I added all these appointments. They will appear in the ProPhone calendar. Okay. And as each one expires, it will rotate to the next appointment, therefore updating your contact directly, so that way you always know what's coming up for that contact. That's the best way I can put it. Last contact is going to be the last time the person has made an attempt to contact you, reply back to you, or if you send a chat to that contact, that updates with it. The way it gets you an idea of, you know, when the last time you actually talked to that person. Now, the phone number area out here, you will notice there is a gold message icon with a number next to it. That goes over how many unread messages in the phone system there are for this contact. That way it keeps me updated to know, hey, there's a contact in my CRM that I have unread messages from. It just gives you more of a in-depth breakdown of when somebody sends you a message that's already in your contact table. That way you know what's going on. Now, I have the CRM set up to be, or the contacts area set up where, let's say you have this number for some reason in multiple contacts, it will show the same visual indicator next to all of those. That way you know, hey, one of these contacts that has this number, I got to reply to. That's kind of the feature, the point behind that feature. So, yeah. All right, now let's go over the contact detail modal. So that happens when you click on when you click on the contact itself, it'll open up this detail modal here. The detail modal will show you, like, open in Zillow, which will open the property address in Zillow that give you all the information you need. As we grow, we plan on implementing more APIs to where we can add a lot more data in here for properties. But right now, we have it to where if you click on it, it opens the actual property in Zillow to give you all the information. You can see the location map here. Go to satellite view. You can expand it. Helps you with the actual address of where the area, where that house or where that property is. You can change your status in the tracking card here for that contact. You can update and delete appointments here. You can update your last contact date if you wish. Agent assign, you can change your agent's assign, remove current assignment. Business, you can assign a business if need be. Latest activity, this updates as you do things around inside the contact modal for that contact, okay? It actually updates if you do anything in the table to it as well. This is the overview area. We have the tabs down here. Let's go over the overview area. Overview area is how you edit your contact details once you add it. So if you click on the edit icon here, it'll allow you to edit first name, last name, email, and phone number. Property address, it will allow you to change the property address. So let's say let's just type a random address here, 185. Let's just choose that. Save changes. Okay. Updates contact. Also updates the table area as well. Then you can also manage your tags as well. Same thing as I showed you earlier. All right, now we have the chats tab. The chats tab will also show you how many unread messages there are for that contact. Click on it. If I open this, it will mark the messages read in the phone system and in the dashboard area as well, which is a part of the dashboard up here. So same thing is, if I read them here, same concept. They'll be marked read here as well. Let's open the chats area and the contacts detailed modal. Okay, you can reply to chats here. You can add attachments. You can preview attachments, videos, files, whatever. You can add emojis to your chat. You can change the status of the chat as well. It will update in your phone system also. And that does update real time. So if you send a text comes back, it will update real time. And I'm going to show you what this looks like. Let's say, for example, I'll show you what the phone number looks like when a message comes in. It does update real time as well. So I'm going to go ahead and send a message from this actual contact number, which is one of my business lines, to my phone system, and you'll see it automatically grabs it. So let's just say hi. Okay. You can see it updated. And if I read it here, automatically marks it read in the system as well. All right. Okay. Now we got the activity tab. This goes over everything that you're doing inside of that contact. Let's go ahead and clear that out. Clear all. Notes. This is where you can add notes to your contact. Okay, so it displays in the table itself, it displays the default note. And also when you add a note, it automatically updates that note to the default. Okay, so if I go in here and I put appraisal went fine, whatever, just any note. Okay. It updates that to be now the priority. If I delete it, it goes back to, oh, it should go back to the same, excuse me, my bad. Oh, I accidentally deleted the other. My bad. Let me delete this, and then let's add a note again. Test. There we go. Now we're good. All right, then we got pipeline. So pipeline is designed to help you kind of stay within each individual piece of a transaction or stuff going on. I have a video that goes over the pipeline, but if you add a task here, let's call task title appraisal. Or let's just give it an address. Stay organized. 185 Lucky Street. Put appraisal. We're going to select real estate. I'm going to do appraisal stage. Due date. Let's just put here on the 5th of December. Add that task. Okay, it's now here. If we go to pipeline. Oh, my bad, wrong one. Pipeline. Okay, I'm in the real estate area. We can now see that it has now appeared here. Obviously, I spelled that wrong, but whatever. I can move this to different steps. It will update inside of that contact for me, and I can delete I can delete it and all that stuff too. But I have a video that goes over this actual pipeline area. Let me delete it here. I deleted the wrong one, I think. That doesn't matter. Okay, as you can see, it updates here. Files. This is where you can upload multiple files, videos, whatever you need to, and then you can also preview it. So if I click on, let's do video. Okay, I did all that. Let's go ahead and close out of this. Okay, same exact concept. If you upload files like PDFs and stuff like that, it'll allow you to preview it as well. All right. Okay, that is the contacts details modal. Now in the contacts area, you will also notice that you can go through each individual page. You can filter based on your status, that you can also search, agents, tags, and you can combine filters. So if I want all the new contacts that have agent assigned and exist under this tag, and apply filter to be none. But yeah, you can stack filters, which is cool. And then we have the ability to search contacts here. So if I typed in anything, let's go Dallas. Let's go 615. Let's go 931. It searches across your first name, last name, phone numbers, it's everything in that contact. It looks up to help you find the contact that you're looking for. Now let's go over the add contact and upload bulk contact. So first things first, I'm going to select all these. That way I can delete the ones that I add so I know where I'm at. Let's do, okay. Oh, better yet, let's do this. Let's assign a status for all of them. Let's go hot. All right. Now let's add contact. I'm going to add a single first. We're going to go smart things. Let's do 481-522, just a round number, 5555. Now, only thing required to add a contact is going to be the first name and last name. But you can also do your name or do your address, email, contacts, agent, business, and status. Let's give this a warm. Apply. Okay. Now if I go here and filter that out, I mean, it's the first one, but just to show you how the filter works. Delete. All right. Now let's add bulk contacts to the contacts area. Now keep in mind, the contact system does filter out duplicates. So if you try to add a single contact that already exists in the system, it will filter out duplicates, okay? If you want to add multiples of the same that might have like 5 different phone numbers attached to the same name or whatever, that's what the My List prospects area is for, because it's more loose, because it's for prospecting. Contacts area is for staying with people that you're currently working to become a client, people you worked with in the past. Same thing I said at the beginning of the video. Let's click on bulk upload. And let's go to property data. I'm just going to import. Let's do a small one. Let's do Cheatham County. Next, it's going to try to map the rows out for me. Okay, it doesn't have property address, so we're going to try to create the property address. If you don't have a property address field inside of that sheet you're uploading, keep in mind the system can combine these fields to make the address, but if you do have a property address field, it will not combine these fields. Okay. Click next. We're going to assign a status to it. I'm going to go, let's just call it, let's ghost. That way I can find it and delete it after I add it. Hit apply. You can assign tags, agents, business, same concept, import. Now it's importing those contacts. Let's give it a second. Give it 1 second. Let it go ahead and process that out. And while it's processing, you can switch between your CRM. This is a global import, so it doesn't matter what system you're in. As long as you're in the contacts, you go to a different actual system, it will cancel this. Okay. All right. So back to this. Here's a larger list. Here we go. Imported over 11,000 contacts. Now we can go in here and we can filter. We'll go by ghost. Add, apply filters. I'm going to select all of those. I'm going to delete all those. All right. That is how you bulk upload contacts in the CRM area. So that is the contacts area rundown for the CRM. If you have any questions at all, you're more than welcome to send a support ticket to us or email us directly at support@prophone.io. You can send us a support ticket directly by clicking on your profile drop down up here, and you'll see a help and support option. My account doesn't have it because I'm a super admin. But in your account, you'll see a help and support option. Click on that, and then you'll see the area to submit tickets to us. Okay? But I wish you guys have an absolute blessed day and enjoy the platform.